It's day 103. I've got a question for you. Do you trust Wikipedia? I go on it. It's the sort of default, actually. I go online and I type in a question, and Wikipedia is usually the thing that comes up first. And so that's what I click on. And I've been using it for over a decade quite regularly, I suppose, to find out what I believe are facts. Like it's become my new encyclopedia, really. And I wonder if that's the same for most people. I have a hunch that it is. Anyway, the reason I'm asking is because I used to have a Wikipedia page. Well, I didn't have a Wikipedia page. There was a Wikipedia page about me, which is very different. Because I don't think I really understood for a long time how Wikipedia works. And if I'm completely honest, I don't think I still understand how it works, which is kind of why I'm doing this today, because maybe you can tell me. So I found out that there was a Wikipedia page about me, I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. And, you know, there was a few inaccuracies, but it was broadly correct and talked about, you know, what I'd done on stage and awards I'd won and things like that. And I was like, oh, great. And what I did already know, definitely knew that one cannot create, or I don't think even edit, one's own Wikipedia page. So someone else had created this thing and it was out there, and I found out about it. Don't know how long it had been there. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Even though, you know, bits and bobs here that weren't completely accurate. And then lots and lots of time went by. And then after I did all together now, I became aware, was it my web designer? Somebody made me aware that the page had been updated. So I went on and it had changed from my real name to the name Paulus, and it said stuff about the TV program as well, you know, additions to what it had already said. And I was like, okay, still a few inaccuracies, but okay. And then I think web designer got in touch again like a month later and went, oh, it's changed again. Your Wikipedia page has changed again. And it's kind of been edited, really like redacted. So that made me feel like I was a criminal. So I went online and looked, and basically somebody had taken it upon themselves to edit out things that they believed were incorrect or inappropriate. I think there was one part where they'd taken away the photo of me and said that photos, it wasn't quite the wording, but something like photos were only for famous people, and that this person didn't merit having a photo on Wikipedia. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on here now. But and at that point, I just sort of said to my web designer, okay, just stop telling me things about the Wikipedia page. And because I didn't know what to do about it. I was aware that it wasn't something that I could be involved in. So I'm not allowed to go on and change it, even though it's about me. Incorrect or correct, I'm not allowed to go on and edit it. That apparently is wrong. And I've known that for a long time. So what do you do? There's stuff out there about you and it's not correct, and somebody has taken it upon themselves to kind of slander you on a really well-known website, and you're not allowed to do anything about it. So I kind of got really like went into myself and got a bit depressed about it in a sort of minuscule way. But I said to my web designer, oh, just forget it, stop telling me things. And I didn't do anything about it. And about 5 months went by, and then I thought to myself, no, you really should try and do something about this because it's inaccurate and it's out there. So I went on Wikipedia to try and research, you know, can I report what's been done? And it was gone. So I don't know if Wikipedia read it and thought, well, this is all a load of old balderdash and somebody's been tampering with this and it's so far away from how it first started that we've got to delete it now. Which I hope is what happened. Maybe somebody else who is able to edit Wikipedia pages took it upon themselves to delete the whole thing because they don't think I should exist in the public eye. And I have no idea, but it's gone. And my first reaction was, oh, good. Well, that's better than it being out there and being so incorrect and actually being quite, you know, unkind is what the last version was. And then I started thinking, like, about a week later, but that isn't fair. You know, if there's a Wikipedia page, which I'm sure there is, about Christopher Columbus, not that I'm comparing myself to Christopher Columbus, but I kind of am for the purposes of this argument, you know, to erase Christopher Columbus from history because somebody thinks that they're not as worthy as someone else thinks that they are to be on this platform, I think that sets a tremendously bad precedent, doesn't it? And so I suppose what I'm asking is, why do we trust such a resource or platform if anyone, seemingly, apart from the person who actually is being talked about, has the ability to edit history and change facts? I mean, that's like Trump fake news overload, isn't it? And now I'm thinking, I've spent over 10 years looking up Wikipedia to find out what I believe are facts, and maybe they're all rubbish. Maybe they're just all made up by conspiracy theorists in little back bedrooms in Henley and Arden. I don't know. So I feel like I need to go and buy an encyclopedia now. So do you know, genuinely, do you know how it works? Or if, I mean, I genuinely have no idea. Everything I've just said is a guess, is a best guess from half bits of information that I've learned over the years. And I'm baffled by it. I'm a little bit upset by my own personal experience by it. But more importantly, I just think, like, why are we all wasting our time using it if it can be so easily incorrect? So anyway, I thought I'd ask you. Maybe you can tell me. Because I've no idea. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, who gives a shit? Let's all do some yoga, right? But in another way, could really affect my career and my life. So why don't I have a Wikipedia page? God damn it. And why can't it be accurate? And why can't I have a say in that? Not that I want to write it. I don't think that would be a good idea. But shouldn't I be allowed to say, excuse me, actually, I'm not 57 or whatever it is. Anyway, I'll stop talking and I'll see you tomorrow, if saved.